Why do you disturb the chosen of Set? I despise people who go around offering to help others. Don't you have any work to do? Never mind. Now listen closely. Several moons ago, the Temple of Set here was defiled. Somebody broke in and stole a carven sarcophagus, fleeing with it into the night. Blasphemy against our Lord Set! How could it happen with soldiers on every corner? I need you to speak with Issa in the souk and find out if any of her cargo has been unusual in the past 2 months. Find out what she knows, and then report back to me here. I will have further instructions if you find anything out. Will you do it? As if you had something better to do, gutter slime. Either go and speak to Issa, or leave me be. I will not ask you again. Good. If she tries to be coy, remind her that she owes me several favors, and that the priests of Set look down on disobedience. Go. I will abide here until you return, for I have a mystery to ponder.
What are you staring at? I manage the dock workers and inspect the cargo manifests of ships offloading at the docks. I also don't care much for small talk, so is there a point to this? Really? I don't share that information with anybody, especially not an unwashed traveler who looks like a camel. And who are you to demand this? The priesthood? Bah. All in Stygia owe favors to the priests of Set. None go willingly beneath the dripping knife. And those who refuse the priests are the soonest to find themselves writhing on the altar. I doubt very much that Set's chosen ones would trouble themselves with a vagabond like you. Ask your questions, stranger, and I will help you. A sarcophagus? No, nothing like that. But wait. Yes, there was a ship that I sent to Tarantia. And among the cargo was a wooden crate, taller than a man and so heavy that 4 sturdy slaves were needed to lift it. Could that be what Tetkafri seeks? The ship that was carrying it was bound for Aquilonia. It was a special order from the cargo master in Old Tarantia. That is all I know. Tell Tetkafri that I did not know about the sarcophagus, or I would surely have stopped the shipment. Yes, yes, Set be with you. Now go.
And? Don't stand there like a dolt. Tell me what she said. That must be it. I have already checked with the wagoners. But why would she... I need you to go to Tarantia. The affairs of Set require that I stay in Khemi, but as it seems you have little else to do, I demand that you travel to Tarantia and track down the sarcophagus. All that you need to know about the sarcophagus is that it is exceedingly ancient. Find a cargo master on the docks there, and find out where the sarcophagus was taken. Once you locate the sarcophagus, you can tell the cargo master, and he can send men to fetch it. He can transport it to me directly. I'll even make arrangements for him to pay you at the same time. Deal? Then get going. And believe me when I say that Khemi will be a far better place without you. Be gone, peasant!
Oh, The tang in the breeze. Isn't it marvelous? My name is Laberius, and I'm in charge of cargo down here at the docks. What that means is that I organize the laborers who unload the cargoes, and I ensure that everybody gets their due. The captains, the laborers, and the merchants. I'll need to be getting back to work soon, but I suppose a few more questions won't hurt. We don't often trade with the Stygians, though there do seem to be a lot more of them in the city lately. But I know the cargo you were talking about, and I'm not surprised that somebody has come asking about it. The ship that carried it to Tarantia, the Lucky Gull, came limping into port about a month ago. The captain and first mate were missing, along with half of the crew. The rest of the crew were so frightened that I could barely get a straight story out of them, let alone the cargo. One sailor told me that he had seen a beautiful woman walking the deck at night, though she wasn't on the ship. Every morning of the voyage, another crew member went missing. When they finally arrived here, I unloaded the cargo, and then they fired the ship, calling it cursed. The cargo was taken by a wagoneer named Cantrix. He was grumbling about having to make a delivery to the outflow tunnels, especially when it is such a short distance from here. If you're looking for your cargo, I'd suggest you try the tunnels, though it's gang territory and you'll be sticking your neck out. A pigeon came from Stygia with a message from a man named Tetkafri. If you find the sarcophagus that he is looking for, return to me. I'll arrange for it to be retrieved and sent back to Stygia. And I've been instructed to compensate you for your efforts. An honest day's work is a good day's work. Oh! Where was the sarcophagus? From the amount of blood on you, the thugs didn't want to give it up. You dealt with him, I assume. Good. I'll send some of my men to pick it up. Are you suggesting that there was something inside? Do you think that whatever it was is responsible for the deaths on that ship? I'll tell my men to be wary. The sooner that cursed tomb is sent back to Stygia, the better. Now you've done all that was required of you, so I've been told to give you this reward. Enjoy it. May your labors never go unrewarded. Good travels.
Can I help you with something? I will share what I know. I am Marina. I make acquisitions for the Royal Library. Buying books from traders and selling the work of our scribes may not be glorious work, but it is what I enjoy doing. I also consider myself an expert on ancient languages and cultures. Don't hesitate to bring me any strange writings that you find. I'll share my knowledge, if you wish it. What do you want to know? Is that blood? What kind of foul thing is this? I don't want to touch it. Is that Luxor? Ancient Luxor, where the people of Tuthamon reveled in purple feasts in their black halls almost 10,000 years ago. No book could ever survive so long, but the language, it was thought to be dead. Nothing but a few scraps have survived. I recognize some of the symbols, and the writer has been forced to use newer languages to describe names, but who could write in such a way? It makes me shiver just to look at the pages. But hand it to me, and I will translate the fragments that I can. This is a remarkably evil book. Look here. The author has been forced to switch to Acheronian script for the name of a place, the Sanctum of Burning Souls. And here, a reference to fools in Tarantia. Tell me, have you heard the tale of Princess Akivasha?